When I first met Zabit, I just thought it's the first natural MMA fighter that I've ever seen.
Zabit's style, it's no style at all. It's a flow from one thing to the next. That's what makes him so dominant.
Since May 2017, Zabit Magomedsharipov has taken the UFC by storm. In that time, he has achieved a victory against some of the best fighters in the world, while showcasing a diverse, exciting, and effective skill set. Beyond that skill set, he has also shown incredible heart when the waters get deeper. All this amounts to an athlete who is ready to compete at the highest level of the sport, while Zabit will likely sit amongst the elite at 145 pounds for some time to come. As the popularity of Magomedsharipov has grown over the last 3 years due to the exciting and high-level skills he utilizes, much attention has fallen on the young fighter's progression. Zabit is not a man of many words and does most of his talking inside the octagon, so the wider story of this captivating contender at 145 pounds is less well known than his exploits in the cage. With that in mind, today at MMA Trending, we are going to look at 10 of the lesser-known facts about this captivating mixed martial artist from Dagestan. So, here we go with the first entry on our list. Number 1. What is his background? Zabit Magomedsharipov was born in Hazatyurt, Dagestan on the 1st of March, 1991. He is of Akvak ethnicity. They are one of the Andi-Ditto peoples of Dagestan, and they actually have their own language. Prior to the 1930s, they were considered to be a distinct ethnic group. Settled between the Avar and Andi rivers, they have often been classified as Avars, despite the fact they have their own individual history. There were estimated to be around 8,000 Akvaks worldwide in the 1990s. Number 2. Where did his journey in combat sports begin? Zabit started his journey in combat sports at a young age. As is the custom in Dagestan, he began training in freestyle wrestling at a young age. We already know from our video about Habib that wrestling is a huge part of the culture in Dagestan. Anyway, Zabit started at 10 years old in the sport and would continue that for the next 2 years until he moved on to the next stage of his development. Number 3. Where has the bulk of his life in combat sports been spent? 2 years after he had started his life in freestyle wrestling, Zabit would find his combat sports home for the next 12 years. In 2003, he joined the Wushu boarding school, where he would train up to 3 times a day. The school was one of the national academic institutions in Dagestan and had a focus on Eastern martial arts. In Dagestan, this school is known as Piat Storon Sveta and translates as 5 directions of the world. This level of focus on martial arts from only 12 years old helps to explain why he is emerging into such a ferocious talent at 29 years old. Number 4. Why does Magomedsharipov show striking skills unusual for wrestlers from Dagestan? This question is answered by the training Zabit experienced throughout his teenage years and early 20s. When he joined the school in 2003, he specialized in Sanda. This is a Chinese martial art developed by the military. It is based on the principles of Kung Fu and combines the striking attributes of kickboxing with the incorporation of wrestling. It is a helpful mix of many attributes, all of which are needed to become a highly successful MMA fighter. This heavy lean towards striking helps explain why he has developed such diverse and devastating capabilities on his feet. Number 5. Magomedsharipov seems to be a large fighter for 145 pounds. At almost 6 feet 2 inches tall, with a reach of 73 inches, Zabit is definitely large for a featherweight. Max Holloway, Yair Rodriguez, and a bunch of others in the top 15 are all 5 feet 11 inches. However, no one near the top gets to 6 feet, so Zabit has a size advantage over the main challengers in the field. When he turned professional in 2012, Zabit actually competed at 155 pounds and would continue to do through 2013. Having the ability to step down and still perform at such a high level allows Magomedsharipov to maximize his advantages inside the cage. Number 6. Has Zabit ever lost? Between May 2012 and November 2013, Zabit would fight 7 times in different organizations and competitions. He began his career positively with 4 straight victories. In his 5th contest against Igor Egorov, he lost via armbar at 1.27 seconds of the 3rd round. This would remain his only loss to date, which is incredible considering how far he has climbed. He would then achieve 2 more victories, which saw him signed to his final organization before the UFC came calling. Number 7. What did he achieve that brought him to the attention of the UFC? Between November 2014 and September 2016, Zabit would compete 6 times for an organization known as Absolute Championship Berkut, ACB. His first 4 fights included 3 as part of a Grand Prix tournament. Zabit won all 3 rounds from the quarterfinals through to the final, finishing all his opponents. In his 5th fight, in March 2016, he challenged for the vacant featherweight title, winning via KO in the first round. In September 2016, he defended the belt once again, winning via knockout in the first round. By September the following year, he would be making his debut in the UFC. Number 8. Is the hype justified? There is no question that excitement is building with each passing rung of the ladder that Magomedsharipov climbs. It is also no coincidence that he is becoming such a popular fighter in the UFC. He began his career at the elite organization with 2 straight performance of the night bonuses. In his debut, he defeated Mike Santiago via rear naked choke in the 2nd round. He followed that up with the 3rd round finish of Shimon Moraes via anaconda choke. In his 3rd fight against Kyle Bochniak, he won a unanimous decision as well as fight of the night. In only 3 fights, Zabit has shown exceptional striking, diverse submissions, and the heart for a war. Number 9. Is Zabist close to a title shot? Zabist, as Zabit is also known, has only had 6 fights since joining the UFC in 2017. It is not a lot of time to develop such traction. However, in that short time, he has climbed right up to the top level at 145 pounds. He is currently ranked 3rd by the UFC in the featherweight division. Only the title champion, Alex Volkanovski, former champion Max Holloway, and former title challenger Brian Ortega stand above him in the rankings presently. Word is that Zabit is currently trying to coax Volkanovski into giving him a shot at the title. Number 10. Accolades are nothing new to this man. We have already discussed Zabit winning and defending the 145 pounds title for ACB, as well as his post-fight awards in the first UFC contests. He has continued that trend with his most recent fight by winning his 2nd Fight of the Night award against Calvin Kattar. Zabit was also awarded European Newcomer of the Year in 2017 and Submission of the Year in 2018 by MMA DNA. Ariel Helwani also named his submission versus Brandon Davis Submission of the Year in 2018. In his time competing in Sanda, Magomedsharipov has been Russian champion 4 times, European champion, and also the World Cup winner. Here at MMA Trending, we look forward to seeing the progression of his story over the next few years. There is no question that the hype is real, with the only question left being, how far can he go? As always, thanks for watching. We hope we taught you something you did not know about this incredible fighter. Like and subscribe for more daily MMA content.